Hello there. Thank you for coming back and visiting with me in my home once again. As I said, we're going to be doing this week a lab on freezing water. And freezing water always brings us to the subject of Avatar the Waterbender. He's actually an airbender, but he bends water too. He can bend the four elements. Water, air, land, and I think fire. Okay, so let's be serious about this though. So as you can see, I'd like my trusty assistant, to zoom in here. And as you can see, there is a little ice in one of these. So you've watched the videos, and you see what I'm going to be doing. And so we're going to be super cooling water. And by super cooling it, we're going to bring it to the point where we can spontaneously have the water freeze. As you've read in some of the papers I've put up online and the videos, in order for water to spontaneously freeze, there has to be some type of a nucleus. And this is how clouds are formed. Clouds would not form if there was no, say, if there was no air pollution, no pollen, or no particles floating around in the air. Clouds would never form because they need to form on something. And so we're going to be doing this lab actually tomorrow. Today is Wednesday, and tomorrow we're going to be doing the lab. But I want you to write up your hypothesis today. And again, this is one of those labs where seems like it's very simple, but you know, as always, once I say that, that's usually the precursor to something being very complicated. But this is going to be very easy. So your materials are 3 bottles of purified water. I've tried this already, so we already have some ice in these, so I've been testing these bottles, and it works, but I'm trying to get it to work even better. So prior to tomorrow, I may be filling these bottles with distilled water to see how that works. So your materials list: 3 bottles of purified water and a freezer. You're going to be writing up your hypothesis based on your videos that you've been watching. And so that would be the explanation. The videos would be the explanation I would be giving you in class. And you're going to be using those labs, which they don't give you a hypothesis. You're going to be making one up for this. So if we do this, then this, because this. I do want you to know we're using 3 bottles of water. We're putting them in the freezer. So aside from using different amounts of water, different temperatures of water, the easiest thing for us to do would be what? Trusty assistant? Photographer, do you want to take a guess? Okay. No guesses. We're going to put them in at different times. So it's going to be approximately 2-hour freezing time. And like I say, they've all worked so far, but I really want to get it so like you have seen on the videos. So we are going to be using freezing times of 2 hours, 2 hours 15 minutes, and 2 hours 30 minutes. So it would be 2.0, 2.25, and 2.5. What are you doing over there, photographer? Anyway,
Nothing.
I know you guys miss these videos. I miss making them. So keep that in mind. Keep also in mind when you do your because, if you have a hard time figuring out what to use for your because, why would this take place? Go back to your videos. Go back to your reading materials. Pull it out. Today you're going to be adding your hypothesis to day 1, water lab. On Friday you're going to be writing the conclusion. Tomorrow, Thursday, you're going to be writing the whole lab up in your notebook. So today you should have your hypothesis, your materials list, and your procedure. Now I just told you we're going to be doing the 3 different times. So those are going to be the 3 levels of our photographer.
Combustion.
Independent variable, very good. And so that's the story. If you have any questions, you can always email me. If you have 3 bottles of water, that's great. If you don't have them, you don't need them, but I will tell you, my trusty assistant can tell you it was pretty cool watching these things spontaneously freeze.
Yes.
You can...
I can agree.
Okay. Okay, so keep it in mind, if you can get them, we'll be doing it tomorrow. Plan on, so 10 o'clock, so if you're going to put them in, you could on Thursday. You could run this a couple of times. I've taken these out and I'm letting them warm up. This is already back to no ice in here. This one has a little bit of ice still. This one has a tiny bit. So I'll let these go back to one state, just solid water, and then not solid water, just all liquid, 100% water, and that'll be it. Okay, and we will see you tomorrow for the experiment. Don't be late. 10 o'clock. Get up early. Be very excited about this lab.